My husband of 5 years asked for a threesome with my best friend and she agreed. I met my husband 35 years ago and we have been married for 5 of those years. I love my husband and all that he has done for me, but I fear that my marriage and my relationship with my best friend is now over. Not to mention, I just found I'm pregnant, and this only started happening after I told my husband he was very much on board with having a child with me, and we have been trying for around 6 months. For context, my best friend 28F, let's call her Mia, knew my husband before me, and they were incredibly close before I even knew him. When I first met my husband, I suspected there was something going on between them, but they always denied it. However, they admitted while they were drunk that they were indeed sleeping together before I got with my husband. Even though it's not important now, it still plays on my mind, you know, especially considering what just happened. Anyways, 2 weeks ago, my husband suggested a threesome for the first time and I was already not on board with it. I quickly said no and hoped he'd never bring it up again. 2 days after that, he suggested it again, and I once again declined. He asked again that night after we had sex, and once again, I said no. After that, he stopped asking, and I thought that was the end of it. However, 3 days ago, he asked me out to lunch, and I was pretty excited considering he never takes me on dates anymore. When we got to the restaurant, my best friend was sitting there and was confused because he never mentioned that she'd be there. The vibe was weird from the start TBH, but I tried to think nothing of it. Halfway through the lunch, my husband asked me again, I want to consider the idea of a threesome again, and I thought it would be a good idea if Mia was involved. I didn't know what to say. I asked if Mia knew about this, and she said yes, and that she'd known about his plans for over a month. I was devastated. I said no, paid for my meal, and left with my car. I feel so betrayed and hurt right now I have no words. This man is meant to be the father of my child, but I can't look at him. I've been staying with my mom and he's been phoning me and calling me dramatically, and that he'll just drop it. Mia has been spamming me too, saying the same thing. I don't know what to do.